Hey guys, my name is Kat and welcome back to my booktube channel. Today I decided that I want to do a video I've never done before, which is starting at the beginning of the month talking about my TBR. So this is going to be about my February TBR. I have a little bit of lower expectations for myself this month because literally in 2 days, February 6th, I'm going to be going on a skiing trip for an entire week. So I know that I'm going to be way busier than normal. And also February is the shortest month, so I'm managing my expectations on how many books I think I can actually read in that time span. With February being the month of love and Valentine's Day, the entire month is going to center around romance books. I know that's typically what I've been reading anyways, but solely romance books for February. And I am going to be doing a reading vlog on a lot of these books that I am going to be reading. So let's go ahead and get started. First up on my February TBR is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I've seen a lot of people talking about this book. I know it is actually going to become a movie. I think it's coming out this year, so that's pretty cool. But I think the concept is really cool. So the story follows Emma, who has married her high school sweetheart, Jesse, and her and Jesse enjoy traveling the world. They're very adventurous people, and they are just madly in love. And out of nowhere, Jesse goes missing after going on a helicopter ride somewhere. Not sure where, but Jesse just goes missing and is like not to be found for years and years and years. So after years and years and years have gone by with Jesse is still not found, Emma meets Sam, who is, I think, a childhood friend that just kind of like popped up into her life, and they end up getting engaged. And Emma starts to think that things are looking up in her life, but shortly after her and Sam's engagement, Jesse pops up and he's alive. So Emma has to decide between her two true loves, hence One True Love, or two, what is the name of this book? One True Loves. So I don't know, I think that's a really interesting concept and I'm super excited for it. It's also a fairly short book, it's only like 350 pages. I might actually read that one while I'm on my trip. So excited about that. Next up is a book I've already talked about a little bit, which is Ricochet by Krista and Becca Ritchie. It is the second book in the Addicted series. I, as you can see, read one chapter already, and then I ended up moving on to a different book. But I read Addicted, didn't love it. I keep getting told that this series just gets better and better, so I'm giving it a try. I'm giving it a full shot. Essentially, this book is following Lo after rehab, or like still during rehab, I guess, and how Lily is coping at the time and trying to manage her addiction. And then also, I believe we are introduced to the concept of Reich and Daisy as a couple in this book as well. Once again, another short book. It's like 200, oh my god, this book is so short. This book is 250 pages. Maybe I'll bring this on my trip. I can knock this out easy. Next up, we've got Icebreaker, which is a book you guys have all heard of. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. And actually, it just recently went into Barnes & Noble's, which is really exciting because I got this on Amazon because I went to Barnes & Noble a million times to try and find it, only to keep remembering that they don't have it. But they do now, so Icebreaker. This is a hockey figure skater romance. It is a Grumpy Sunshine novel. The premise of this book is that the girl Anastasia is a figure skater working her way to the Olympics, I believe. And this is Nate, a hockey player who is also very passionate about his hockey team. He's the captain of the team. And they end up having to share a rink, which means they're fighting for time on the ice. Enemies to lovers, romance, Grumpy Sunshine. You catch my drift. This is a pretty hefty book though. Like, this book's actually kind of heavy. But this is one I've had for so long. I'm just excited to finally read it. So next up is a book that I have already started, which is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. I had never heard of this book until like a week ago when it was like flooding my For You page with people saying that it was like the saddest, most heartbreaking, but best book ever. And I was like, okay, well, I've got to try it. It's on Kindle Unlimited, so like, why not? I am exactly halfway through the book right now, and so far I'm loving it. Ariana and her twin brother Mason are both going to the same college, as well as a bunch of their friends that they have been friends with for their entire life, and they're like a football family. So Mason and all his friends are on the football team. Growing up, Ariana has always had a crush on Chase, one of Mason's friends, and like within their friend group. However, nothing's ever really come of it, and she's just like trying and trying and trying to get Chase to kind of realize his feelings for her when they go to college and Noah Riley pops up, who is the captain of the football team or the quarterback of the football team. I'm not sure, maybe both. And is introduced to Ariana, and the love triangle, pops up. So this is also a football romance. I've never read a football romance before. I don't know how, but so I'm really excited for this one. People say like the second half of the book is where it gets really juicy, so I'm just waiting. But so far it is very good. It's that like typical YN Wattpad style romance, but it works. I love it. The writing is good though. It's not like super immature, so I don't know. It gives me the same vibes as like Consider Me or Play With Me did, where it's like the Wattpad style, but it's like adult and like well written still. Makes you giddy. So love that. Then I have a bit of a controversial one, which is Magnolia Parks. So Magnolia Parks, I think we've all heard of it by now, is described as like an extremely toxic romance, and people have literally DNF'd it because they say it's so toxic. But I want to give it a try. People say it's like Gossip Girl, and I'm sold. I love Gossip Girl. So, Chuck and Blair, I kind of loved their toxicity, so I'm thinking I might like this. Let me see what the actual synopsis is, though, because I literally don't know. So the book is actually about a British couple, so like London Gossip Girl, I guess. And the two main characters are... The girl's name is literally Magnolia Parks. So Magnolia and BJ are both very wealthy socialites, and they're like very, publicly together and not together and together and not together, and they're kind of trying to get back at each other to get each other back. Literally Chuck and Blair. So I'm excited. I don't know if this is a happily ever after though. I think there's more books in this series. I want to say it's a trilogy, isn't it? Oh my god, what are these covers? The other book covers are so weird. Interesting, but looking forward to that. I think that's going to be kind of a fun one. And then last but not least, I want to read A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. This is another popular book talk book that I have yet to read. I've heard that there are some odd, spicy scenes that are a little weird, but you know what? We'll just, if it's too much. I don't know why I didn't talk about like anything else with this book other than like the spicy scenes thing. So here's a quick synopsis of A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. Basically, a girl named Ren goes to a prep school and she is very popular. All the girls love her. She's super pretty, super cute, fun, blah, 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 blah. And there is a like bad boy player, of course, who says he sees right through her and he knows that she's just innocent and she's hiding that she's a virgin. Whatever. And basically he has nothing in common with this girl. Like they're polar opposites, but they're paired together to work on a class project and he is drawn to her and you get the rest. But there you go. So that is my February TBR. I know it's pretty short, but like I said, I don't have super high expectations for myself this month, which is perfectly fine with me. It's not a competition, I'm just reading to read. I like reading. But these are 5 romance books that I have really wanted to read for a while now and want to read during the month of love. So hopefully I get them all knocked out, but you guys will see that because I will be filming some reading vlogs this month. And I will see you guys sometime soon when I get back from skiing. Bye!